So Pumas are officially in the Hunter Classic, and I'm super excited. I haven't seen much from them yet. I've seen pictures of them, I know what the rare variants are, I've seen a couple of the uncommon variants. I haven't heard the call yet. I'm really excited for that actually. I feel like if it was done right, it's one of those things that'll just raise the hair on the back of your neck. Now these Pumas, they can be found up in the mountains of Timbergold Trails, as well as the very south of Timbergold Trails. You can kind of see that little rocky cliff area. I might actually try hunting them down there. I feel like not a lot of people have tried that yet just because the mountains are obviously the bigger and more popular area to hunt them. But I think we're just going to go ahead and get right into this now. Ooh, that was interesting. That wasn't what I expected at all, but that was really cool. That thing's close too, actually. That was really neat. That caught me by surprise, like big time. I actually haven't checked the ethicality list for Pumas either, but I'm gonna assume that 30-06 is gonna be alright. Just gonna creep to the edge of this cliff and see if I can get a look at him. That'll be my first ever witness of a Puma. I'm actually surprised that they chose to call them Puma. That term is a little more common in the southern areas where you find cougars. You're gonna hear me probably call them cougars or mountain lions more than Puma, because that's just what I'm used to. And that's probably what they would be called, considering the area that they've been added. This Puma is definitely more common, like Texas, down south where they have them. I'm not sure exactly how far south Pumas go, actually. But yeah, cougar, mountain lion, Puma, all the same animal. And I still don't see it. Wonder if he's blending in or I just don't have him in my line of sight yet. And there's the dog. I think the dog is actually on him. I did have him looking for felines. I didn't see the icon pop up, but he's not running around me anymore, so he must be on it. And I don't see it in the direction that he's going. I'm gonna die. God damn it. I'm gonna have to go... Well, I guess I'm gonna go back up here and then see if I can track it back down. That was not ideal at all. Not a good start at all. What is that? That's really cool. I haven't heard that before. We're just kind of getting right back to where our Puma was, and it appears we've found him. But I don't see him yet. I'm excited about this. I still don't see him. Was that an ideable call, or is that... I was wondering if there was going to be ambience for mountain lions like the other felines do, but that's a little more than I expected. That's really cool. But I don't see him yet. And he sounds really close. I'm either blind or he's just behind these rocks here. Whoops. I'd rather not die again. That wasn't all that fun. I must be really close because that just alerted the dog. He gave me a little whimper and let me know that the lion's about to spook if I keep coming any closer. And I was laying down, but I'm pretty sure falling down the cliff at that speed had something to do with that. So hopefully it didn't spook yet. I don't know if these things attack either. That's another thing that I wasn't sure of. I'm getting close, so I'm probably gonna find out. The dog hasn't pointed at it yet, so he's not quite right up to it. Assuming I didn't spook it. I'm pretty sure I didn't spook it. I don't really hunt this area very often. This is kind of like the intermediate area where there's not a whole lot of bighorns. So I guess it makes sense that they kind of would have introduced them into this section of the mountains. That's really neat. This is some of the prettier country on Timbergold. Some of the prettier scenery in the game, actually, in my opinion. really nice down here. Still no point from the dog yet, so it's probable that I spooked him. I'm going to assume, but once I get over this ridge, I should be able to see a pretty good distance and hopefully get a shot on him. I did have a look at the leaderboards before I started this hunt, so I do know what a good-looking puma looks like. Oh, there we go, we got a point. So he's going to be just on the other side of this hill. We were talking about the possibilities of pumas and some of the functions they might have on stream the other day, and a couple people mentioned it might be cool if the pumas could attack dogs like they do in real life, but he's still pointing and seemingly in good health, so I'm going to assume that that isn't a thing, unfortunately. I'm actually not sure that that is unfortunate. That might be a good thing. Pretty sure I wouldn't appreciate a mountain lion ripping the hell out of my dog in the middle of my hunt. Where's that dog? He's pointing right there. This thing has to be right here. But I can't see because of that tree. I move over a little bit. Man, it has to be like right there. And it hasn't spooked or yelled at me yet. And the dog hasn't given me any warnings yet. Still roaming tracks from the cat. I guess I'm just gonna keep getting closer. I can't see him through that tree. He might even be just on the other side of that hill even. Oh, we got a bull elk call. Kinda forgot that bull elk roam this high up into the mountains. Oh, we're actually a lot lower than I expected to be. That's neat. This is a cool little area. Like I said, some of the prettier area in my opinion. Really nice scenery. The dog is readjusting, so I might have spooked him. There's a 10% chance that the dog doesn't whimper when he's about to spook. So it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it does. I don't get a warning when he's gonna spook. But yeah, a little bit screwed by my environment there. I was hoping the downhill angle was going to make him easier to see, but kind of forgot about all these trees blocking my view. Oh. There's a whimper. Maybe I wonder what the roaming speed on these guys is. That might have something to do with it. There's a lot of things I don't know about these guys, which I mean, obviously they just came out. There's a lot of things most people don't know about them, but they're definitely really interesting so far. Seems they have a lot of fur variation, just like the bobcats, which is really cool. Actually, the lynx have a lot of fur variations as well. They've got gray, cinnamon, common. There might be another uncommon one. I'm not sure. And then obviously there's albino and melanistic lynx. And from what I know, the pumas have red, common, gray, and then albino and melanistic. There might be another one, but I think that's it. From what I've heard anyway. I've tried not to look into them too much because I kind of wanted them to be pretty well totally new by the time I got to them. Still haven't even shot one though, but I'm already pretty well fascinated by these guys. Seems they did them really well. But I haven't even seen one yet, so I'm assuming I'm going to think they're even cooler after I get a shot at one. Which is hopefully soon, because I'm very close to one, and apparently I keep spooking it or something. I guess we're just going to keep tailing him until I finally get a shot, and then I'll see you guys when I finally get my eyes on him, because I don't even know how close I am to getting my eyes on him. So the pointer is pointing down into this little opening here, and I still don't see anything. Oh, there he is right there. Is it a male? It is a male. I hit it. It kind of like turned as I shot, so it wasn't a very good shot. Is that another one right there? I thought I saw something else moving. Alright, first puma. We got a hit on him. And it's a male. Awesome. They're fast. That thing took off quick. Which, I mean, I expected, obviously. They're very quick animals in real life as well. Let's see if we got intestine blood on them. And its body. But hopefully it was a... Oh yeah, he didn't go anywhere. There he is, right there. Awesome. First puma on the ground. Let's have a look at these guys. They actually look really good. Like I thought, I saw a picture of one and their eyes look kind of bulgy, but looking at him on the ground here, he looks really good. Like, really good. The fur is really nice. Alright, let's pick him up. 89.2 kg. I don't know if that's a big one or not, but we got shoulder blade. 15.340. That's pretty good, isn't it? 154 GMs. It must be good. We're gonna take a picture of that. Okay, so I was actually having such a hard time posing this thing that I went and bought the Puma poses partway through trying to pose him. So we're gonna use one of the preset ones. And this actually looks really good. I'm really happy with this. I'm glad that I actually bought those. So we're gonna go ahead and take that. And I think that's a pretty good score, so I'm gonna go ahead and mount that actually. Even if it just ends up being a placeholder. I think that's a good one. I'd like to have one in the lodge, because they look really good. So we're going to keep looking, see if maybe we can get some of the uncommon variants, and shoot a few more. These things are really neat. I'm really excited about actually learning how to hunt these things effectively. That sounded very close. Just on the other side of this hill by the looks of it. I've gone quite a bit of a distance before finding another one. They seem to be pretty scarcely distributed. I think we shot that one down here and I ran all the way back up here. And didn't find another one until now. It's kind of cool that they're a little bit elusive though. I like that. And they pay really good too, so it makes sense that they would be elusive. And let's just have a peek over this hill and see if we can see them. It'd be nice to get a gray or one of the red ones. The gray ones look really good. They almost look white like an albino, but I've seen a couple pictures of the albinos as well and they're like blinding white. The reds look good too. I like the reds. It'd be nice to get one of either of those. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long. I don't think they're that rare. Should be able to see that one over this hill. They blend in pretty good, actually. I would imagine the grays are pretty easy to see, though, but... Oh, I see him. Looks like he's another common one. Let's get a spot on him. Another male. I didn't want to take that shot just because I was losing my steadiness. Not really sure if steadiness is a word, but I used it anyway. That looked a little bit low, but judging by how fast the last shot killed one, I'm not too concerned about it being an issue. I don't think he's going to go very far. Hopefully he's just in those trees there. If he's a big one, it might be a little better for a picture. That last spot, that hill, was really annoying. Let's see what we got for blood, though. I think I hit him a little low. Doesn't seem to matter, though, because he's dead right there. But I'm going to check anyway, just because I'm curious. It is body blood, but once again, he's only gone about 20 meters. Let's see what we got for weight. 77.6, so a little bit smaller than the last one. Still, 140 GMs. 15.019. I'm not going to take a trophy shot of this one. I think that 15.3 mark is kind of the sweet spot for trophy shots. Got another shoulder blade shot, which is actually interesting because I thought I hit him like down here somewhere. That's neat though. I'm definitely kind of happy about the way they pay. A little added incentive to hunt them. But I think we're going to keep looking and see if we can find one of those grays. And maybe a red. Or both. I'd like to have a look at both of them, ideally. So I came down to the South Mountain to see if there were actually a decent amount of pumas down here. And so far I've walked a good distance onto here, and this is the first one I found. It's our first female. But we're gonna go ahead and smoke it. And we dropped her. Still no uncommon pumas, but not too bad. We've been hunting for about an hour. I started this hunt a while ago and didn't end up hunting on it for a little bit, so it's a little older than I've been hunting. And we've managed to get 4 in that time, so that's not too bad. And that's having pretty well no knowledge of them, so I'm sure as I learn a little more I'll be able to hunt them a little more effectively, but for now, not too bad. 46 kg female puma, 12.529, 32 GMs for a female. Not nearly as good as the males, but still not bad. Better than the 0 you'd get for a white-tailed deer. Not too bad at all. Alright, so unfortunately we never got any of the uncommon puma variations. I still had a lot of fun though. These guys are really cool. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot of stuff with these guys. I'm pretty sure that first one we shot was actually pretty nice. I mounted it anyway, even if it's not. It'll be a good placeholder for now. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.